Searching for the shooters, Philadelphia leaders vow to catch those responsible for a deadly mass shooting on Memorial Day, as we learn new details about one of the weapons used in the attack.
Plus a boost for local businesses, one of America's biggest amateur soccer tournaments coming right to our region this weekend. How the event's helping Delaware in its effort to get a larger slice of the sports travel pie.
And spring cleaning isn't just for your home, it's also for your car. We're revealing the dirtiest place inside your vehicle that you can quickly clean before you head out on the road. Those stories and more on today's edition of The Lineup. It's Wednesday, May 28th, 2025.
Hey everyone, I'm NBC 10's Keith Jones.
And I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman. Let's get you up to speed with what you need to know today. Starting with the search for 3 shooters wanted for Monday's deadly mass shooting in Fairmount Park. Investigators are looking for evidence both on social media and at the scene near Lemon Hill. Get the latest now from NBC 10's Neil Fischer.
During a press conference yesterday at City Hall, Mayor Sherelle Parker said that wartime ammunition was used when 3 gunmen opened fire into a crowd on Memorial Day in Fairmount Park. In total, 11 people were shot, 9 were injured, and 2 died. Investigators spent hours at Lemon Hill inside the park searching for evidence. Police found at least 21 shell casings at the scene, which they say were fired from 3 separate guns. Philadelphia Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel insists that at least one of the guns was modified to make it more powerful and capable of shooting more bullets in a shorter amount of time.
We're pretty confident, even though we don't have the weapon in hand, that a switch was involved. You cannot fire that many levels of bullets with such speed and time without it having some type of switch on it.
And right now, the Philadelphia Police Department has not made any arrest in connection with the mass shooting. The victims range in age from 15 years old to 28 years old. Reporting along the Parkway, Neil Fischer, NBC 10 News.
A Bucks County School Board is hiring a controversial candidate for its next superintendent.
Anger erupted after the Centennial School Board voted 5-4 to hire Dr. Abram Lucabaugh last night. Lucabaugh resigned as superintendent of the Central Bucks School District 2 years ago after taking a $700,000 severance package. Parents say he has a history of reckless spending, discrimination, and censorship. We talked to one board member who voted against him and one who voted for him.
Just withdraw. Let our little old town be safe again from all this disruption.
Because I believe he had a very tough board that was very political, even more than people are here. They were strict Republicans and strict Democrats. I would like to believe we're not like that here.
In a statement previously posted online, Lucabaugh addressed concerns, saying he wanted families to know schools are places of safety, support, and growth.
Frightening moments on a North Philadelphia street. That school bus you see right there took out several cars before crashing into a home here yesterday morning. Police now telling us they know how this happened. There was a white trailer down the street. One of the bus's wheels hit the trailer, causing the bus driver to lose control. Happened at 17th and Lehigh Avenue. Luckily, no kids were on board the bus. Still, people on the street couldn't believe what they were seeing.
It's very chaotic, and it's like bright and early. Wasn't going to expect something like this for a school bus to run into a car bright and early on a Tuesday morning.
I'm still in shock. I'm still trying to process this whole thing.
You see one of the banged up cars that the bus hit there. The bus driver and 2 attendants who were on the bus were taken to the hospital to be checked out. They are all expected to be okay. An animal shelter in Camden County desperately needs people to adopt dogs or serve as foster parents.
Yep, to help clear space at the Homeward Bound Pet Adoption Center in Blackwood, certain dogs can be adopted for just $1. They'll offer that price through Sunday. Shelter organizers say they've taken in more dogs than usual lately.
Seems like every time this time of year since COVID happened, we've just been seeing an influx. I think people went out and got puppies during COVID and then realized, hey, we're going back to work. We can't keep these anymore. So now we see a lot of them come in here.
Small dogs and puppies under 6 months of age are not included in the $1 adoption promotion. One of America's biggest amateur soccer tournaments is coming to our region this weekend. That means thousands of visitors and a big economic impact, too, are coming.
NBC 10 Delaware reporter Tim Furlong has more on the tournament in central Delaware and how it's part of Delaware's growing push for a bigger slice of the sports travel pie.
At the DE Turf Complex in Frederica, Kent County, a small team is setting up to host a large crowd. The Delaware Super Cup soccer tournament starts on Friday.
We have players come for for England. You know, we have players come from South America, Central America, Mexico, Canada. So it's a high competition. Every year is more people coming, more teams coming.
He ain't joking. This year they expect roughly 12,000 people here each day of the Super Cup tournament. 220 teams of all different age groups will be playing 40-minute games on 18 different soccer fields.
You know, people's eyes are open now to the impact that sports can have on a state.
Daniel leads the DE Turf team and says his complex and others like it show how Delaware's push to attract more sports travelers of all ages has paid off and why the state keeps investing more and more into it. A state grant will soon help this complex build an indoor event space and a whole lot more seating on the main fields.
So the additional bleachers will put us above 2,000 spectators, which will allow us to host NCAA events.
This complex generates about $50 million a year for the Delaware economy. But it's not just Kent County that benefits. You have to understand the folks who use this place, they often stay, eat, and spend up in Wilmington or down at the Delaware beaches. But make no mistake, nearby businesses in this formerly sleepy piece of Kent County, they feel the impact the most. When the turf is busy,
our pizzas are amazing.
Nearby spots like the Frederica Pizza and Pasta House are too.
It has been amazing. The DE Turf has just made such a positive impact on our community, not only in bringing people into our area, but also to grow the sports.
If you want to be one of the folks coming to Kent County to see some soccer and spend some money, tickets are still available for Super Cup 25, Friday and Saturday. In Kent County, Delaware, Tim Furlong, NBC 10 News.
Have you seen this? A couple of pigeons ruffled some feathers big time inside an airliner.
Yeah, watch this. Imagine seeing the birds inside this cramped cabin. You can see passengers trying to help stop the chaos. Ultimately, a passenger captured one of the birds. Flight attendant caught the other. Luckily, the flight from Minneapolis to Wisconsin hadn't taken off yet. Delta said it appreciates everyone's actions to get the birds off the plane before departure. We didn't answer one of the craziest questions, which is how did the bird get on the plane? There's not a pet pigeon, right?
I can't, no, that is not an emotional support. That is not.
Was it a lazy carrier pigeon?
No.
Like, I'm not flying to my destination. I'm just going to jump on this plane.
Maybe I don't know how it got on. But
how does that happen?
Would you be the one that's trying to, like, get it off?
No. Oh, no. Some communicable disease on that thing.
Pigeons are gross.
Who knows? They're gross. They're flying rats.
You don't see that. You hear of everything. You don't see that.
No,
okay.
It's insane. Hey, so you probably don't want to fly. Drivers, you got to listen up, though. The steering wheel that you got on your car, if you don't have one, you can't drive. It's considered the dirtiest place in a car.
According to driving specialists, the steering wheel can harbor a lot of bacteria because people sneeze or cough or touch their face or their phone and then grab the wheel. Cleaning experts suggest using antibacterial wipes to clean it once a week.
And we learned, too, that most people, or a third of people, only clean it once a year.
Clean their car once a year.
Which is crazy. How often do you clean your car?
So my husband is the neat freak. So he just takes my car and gets it cleaned when he feels that it's dirty. But remember in COVID when you had like early COVID, you would have the wipes and then you'd like go to the gas station and like put it on the pump and you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm guessing that you pick a lot of bacteria up from there. So maybe just like get the wipe and clean that wheel.
Get into that habit.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
I'm talking to myself there. That does it for today's edition of The Lineup.
For Erin Coleman, I'm Keith Jones. Remember, you can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the NBC 10 app and catch us weekday mornings from 5 to 7 a.m. Have a great day.
See you guys.